Alright. We're painting. House painting on whatnot. Ain't no point in painting on there right now. I don't feel like it. I feel like painting over here where I don't feel obligation to try to sell. So, gonna start with some crappie. Then I got some. What was the other one? Bluegill? No. Crappie? Pumpkin seed. That's what it is. I chose these because the bottoms are already white. So that'll make my life a hair bit easier. Get these taped up. I didn't do a very good job taping that, did I? I did not. That's a little better. Got the first one taped up. Let me fold these over so I can grab a little better. Go ahead and tape these two. I'm starting with 3 crappie. So, you're going to be disappointed, Dozer. I'm repainting these. These are going to be crappie. But, fear not. Fear not, my brother. Here is a custom baby bass. I'm working right now on a drop for my website. I haven't done much with my website, and sorry about that. And I'm really trying to go get that built up, but have been 50-50 on what I want to do with it, and I think I figured out what I want to do with it. So it's a matter of just doing it now. I really like these baby bass, but I'm really wanting to paint my pattern over these. And if any of you guys are interested in seeing that stuff when it's done, just subscribe because I'm going to be making. I'm going full send on this one. This one's going to be one that I'm probably going to make an ad for. Now we're going to be doing these 3 at once. You guys get to see a little behind the scenes of what's coming over here. Two. Let me get another stand. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready. We're going to start with the base color white. I don't want to give away my exact recipe for this, but it is white that we're starting with. Just to give a base over this green baby bass that's already on here. I'm going to turn the fan on for this because this is going to spray a bunch of air out. Or a bunch of paint, sorry. Okay, like I said, we're doing 3. It'll be 3 quick ones, to be honest. These aren't that hard to do. And I'll probably have to do 2 layers of this paint. In order to get a good prime. Okay, let me go ahead and hit this first one with the hair dryer, see what it's looking like, and go from there. There's a chance that it looks alright, and this is all we got to do. But I can tell you right now, we're going to have to do another layer for sure. Which isn't that big of a deal, I kind of expected that already. And I'm putting it on thick. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, maybe we're going to have to do 3. That did a lot better, though. Let's see what we're working with now. I'm just trying to cover up that bottom design, and that should be good enough. Yeah, I'd say that's good, because we're going to be putting a different color of white over this now. Yeah, that's good. Kind of curious to know how long it takes me to paint 3 of these from start to finish. Yeah. I'm just, dude, I hate to just keep complaining. I'm just tired of Whatnot in general. DT6. Getting them primed right now. I wanted to keep painting on there, but I really want to keep working on this. This is my main focus right now, is getting these done. I've gotten close to half of them done so far. These are going to get the crappie. I haven't done these in the crappie yet. So I'm just going to do 3 crappie to start out with, which I almost feel like I should probably do more than 3. Because I think crappie are going to be a hot color in this. But I can get the DT6s pretty easily. So I'm just going to do this for now. I have a feeling the crappie is going to be the hottest color. But starting out, I kind of want a variety. Crappie. We're starting with crappie on these. Now I got to switch out color. I got a bunch of white left. I thought it was going to take more white than that. But it didn't take that much white. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm thinking right now. I talked about it a lot last night, but I really want to pursue this pretty hard. So that's why I'd rather come on here and paint these. I don't feel obligated to try to sell stuff on here. We're on Whatnot. I kind of feel like I got to try to sell stuff here and there. Yeah, the bass, I just make my own. And it's mostly a mix of green and transparent browns. I find when you do the scaling with the shift, it really mutes that green. I don't want it to be super bright green, because then when you shift it, it's not going to look right. But with shifting it and using that, it actually, because I'm the same way, dude. I thought it was going to be another green. I've tried all the other greens. That's been so far the best green I've found for a crappie, because of that main reason. I have not. Yellow. Time for the yellow. It can kind of be a little difficult learning it, to be honest. Let's get a yellow in here. Yeah, of course. You gotta keep some of it close to the chest. Especially because this isn't like Whatnot. These videos don't go away. People go back and watch these. I try to keep all my secrets held close on these. To be honest, I've done this crappie pattern so much, it's starting to get easy to do. When I was first learning how to do it, it was almost impossible to learn. I will say you got to use 4 mil Mylar, and you will replace the blades fairly often. However, those stencils last forever. A lot of people, yeah, I can. Sometimes I kind of just want to keep them up. I know people like coming back and watching them out. I'm really not too worried about people on here copying as much as I am on Whatnot. Okay, we got the green, or the yellow done. We're going to do the green now. I almost need to move this pole. You can't see what I'm doing. Oh, let's make a new one. Favorite lure. I have a feeling that helps in the algorithm. Dude, they are outside of their mind when it comes to the lure price or the stencil prices anymore. I think a lot of people figured out that you want to be the one selling the boots and the shovels to the gold rush, or the jeans and the shovels to the gold rush, not the lures. That was the greatest pull ever. Wow. 100%. Let me find the green. So I was talking last night. I stayed up really late, dude, thinking about what I want to do with this. And I asked my wife, I'm like, what do you think about this? She's like, I think it's a better idea than what you're doing now. I'm like, well, all right. That's all I needed to hear. I was already pretty sure of myself, but you always like to know someone agrees with you. Oh yeah, dude. Some of their stuff is like Well, here's the thing about those stencils and why I've been a big proponent of trying to make your own is that people will buy them, someone will make a YouTube video, and then it will be the same exact lure over and over and over again. So they are nice stencils, but they significantly lose their value relatively quick because people will just do the same thing. I will message you too. There's another way to make stencils that'll you'll like this idea. I'm not gonna say it on here, but Bay, what's up, brother? We're doing some crappie. And to be honest, I might clean my needle really quick before we do that. Yeah, dude. The crappie one is like, at least once you find a good one. And the thing about crappies, it's hard for people to do the exact same one. Exactly, like it's even with the same exact little stencil that you have. Did you see, Bay, the pumpkin seed? I painted this one last night. Painted a few of them actually. I should have painted more than 3, to be honest. I might do these. I only have 2 more DT6s. I ordered more. I'm half tempted to do those in the pumpkin seed. Now, I really don't want to do this, but I know my needle's needing it, and especially before I start spraying black. Let's just see what the shape of my needle's looking like. I don't know the last time I cleaned it. Oh, it's dirty. It actually ain't that bad. I'm going to hit it with a little soak off. I'll message you after the show because I have an idea for you. If you have a printer, it's pretty easy. And by easy, I mean really easy. Just takes a little bit of time. Okay, it's a little better. Good Lord, I'm kind of shaky. Well, it's a little. I'll just message you because you need a Cricut to do it, but it has nothing to do with Cricut. That's my. It's kind of like what I told you before, but I don't want to give away all my secrets. I'll message it to you though. People at least got to get to know me before I start giving away my secrets. And this is one that if you're. So I preach all the time that you have to be different. This is why I've not scared away. Steered away from the 3D stencils and stuff like that. because they're all the same. But there is a way to really have one of one lures. Now you have to sit down and take some time. Just cleaning this. That white is really bad since I did so many coats of it at pretty much full blast. It likes to build up in here. Okay, we got the hard part done of cleaning. Need to go get more soak off today. I have a ungodly order of blanks coming in. What the heck? There goes my... Good thing there wasn't paint in that. This water separator is great, but it makes this airbrush not want to stay put in its holder anymore. There's the orange. I know I dropped more paint than that. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, dude, I found my other nail art kit. Look at that. Blanks. It's actually one of the guys I know. He got out of plastic blanks too, and dude, it was like $750, and I paid like an amazing price for them. And I mean an amazing price. Like a price where I couldn't turn it down even though I'm not wanting to paint plastics anymore. Oh yeah. Like I think the Topwater like Walk the Dog Spook style ones, those are worth it. They don't sell too well, but they consistently sell. And all the Topwater, for the most part, you don't have to really worry about consistency. Oh yeah, that's another one that's the same. Now, try to get this right the first time. Almost need to trim the stencil down a bit. I might do that right now, to be honest. I hate to do it because this thing's lasted me so long. Or, I guess I have another crappie stencil as well. Couple more. That one's not going to look too good. This one might look pretty good. Dude, I hate doing glide baits so much. There's no other blank I dislike than a glide bait. I know it's the thing right now, but I hate everything about them. I don't fish them, so if they don't sell, they just sit here. Let's try to adjust this. I've never had any luck with them. Now, I just don't like painting them. Now, that might be something that I would paint for my website, but whatnot, I'm not painting a glide and selling it for $20. The amount of time that goes into it, first off, they're super expensive blanks. Alright, you don't want to stay put, that's fine. That is true. You have a lot more real estate to work with. Be honest, I might have to do this in 2 halves because this thing does not want to sit on here right. So I might just start with these up here. And I actually don't want to take it up there that far, so maybe right here. This is going to take a little longer than anticipated, but I'd rather get it right. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was going for, but luckily you get to go back, hit a few of these spots a few more times. I really need something down there, but let's get something up here too. It's not perfect, but it's a crappie. Gizzard, did you ever? I did one in a crappie that was pretty cool. Now I have done some, but it's just personal preference, I guess. Crappies, actually, I find it's easier to paint a crappie on a glide bait than it is on something this small. It's really hard to get a crappie's detail on this. Yeah, where with something like this, I have not found a good way of doing it. Even though I do like the crappie I do now, it's not perfect. I think my mistake with the last one was just not going for it, so I'm just going to go for it this time. Go ahead and bend that up. That looks a lot better than the first side. Have you ever seen the bluegill mini glides that are like 3 or 4 inches? I need to go out and get my silicone mold today. Because I kind of, to be honest, it's not that I've written today off, but I'm not planning on painting a million lures today. So today would be a good day to go take care of that. I think I'll have to send you a picture of that. Because the resin supposedly, now I don't know how true this is, the resin's supposed to cure in 10 minutes. Now I don't know if that's going to actually happen with how big how big that bait's going to be. Good gosh, I almost had a stroke there trying to say that. I mean, what's stopping me from grabbing this? No. These got a lot more curvature than those OG Slims, so they're harder to do this. To do this part. See, I like the carving. Like, it's a lot of fun. Come up with wood baits. However, they take forever. And I think a lot of people think you're being greedy when you're like, all right, I need $100 for this. You sometimes have well over $100 worth of time in there. Now, could you imagine if you spent the time that, say, Marlin Baits does on a lure, how much money you would need in order to justify what you had just made? I mean, you're talking an insane amount of money. Now, it's not perfect, but we're not going for perfection. I think I just need to grow up and start fishing glides. I think that's my problem, dude. Because I hear so many good things about them. I hear so many people. Dang it, dude. Somehow I didn't get black paint everywhere. It's a miracle. Wish this thing would just stay put. It seems like, and I could just not be fishing the best water around here, but I don't know very many lakes around here where I think I'd actually catch a fish using a glide. Like, I'm a sucker for Senkos. I have a lot of luck with those around here. Especially the black with the blue tail. Those are undefeated. Try to rotate this up. Do I have any black? Yeah, I do. Really. I gotta grow up. I gotta grow up and be an adult and fish them. I gotta grow up. One day I'll be an adult. I think part of it's I don't want to give in to the trend, even though the trend works. Severe thunderstorm. Awesome. Number 2, we got all the scaling done. Now we gotta finish up the third. We're at about a 20-minute pace per lure. That's not too terribly bad. Obviously, I still gotta put the eyes on them. Still gotta put the eyes on. Let's get this put on here. I'll tell you what, that one a lot quicker. Now, I'm not worried about that being perfect. You'll see what I'm talking about in the end. The shift will kind of blend all this together and make it look not so all over the place. I wish my dang stand would stay put. There it goes. I got it standing still now. Now, I kind of like how I did that one where I just knocked it out. I think it looked a little better. So we're going to do the same again. Go ahead and do the scaling, and then we're done with this step. I'll tell you, these are a lot harder to do because they are curved, where the other ones I've done, they're flat-sided. It's so much easier to use that stencil. Okay, now we're going to do the red gill plates. This thing does not want to focus anymore, does it? It does not like this lure. Okay, let me load up some red. Get the red loaded up. I'm wondering if we're going to get... It said thunderstorm watch. I'm wondering if it'll actually be a thunderstorm. There's been so many over just the past 24 hours. It's been like non-stop thunderstorms here. This is my favorite part of doing these crappies, because it instantly takes this lure to the next level. I just found a DT8. Sick. I thought I only had one of those. Let me get the mask on. That way I can paint and not breathe in all these fumes. There we are. One is partially done. We still got another step. Okay, right there. I hate doing this side. It's always harder. Okay. Last one, and then we'll put the eyes on. Well, actually, I gotta do the shift first, but then we'll put the eyes on. Okay, got those done. I did the other side too. We're gonna put some shift over them now. Let me go look, see what I used on these others. I used the blue-green. It's the one sitting right here, so perfect. Let's get rid of this ad. Favorite lure. How about another poll? Do you fish? Boop. All right. All right, we're going to be adding some shift over this now. Do you fish? Question mark. Do you like fishing? That was always funny. This is the part that'll blend it all together. When you put the shift over it, it really blends it all together. To be honest, that was the last green I tried, and I'm like, of course. The one I thought that wasn't going to work, works the best. After this, we'll put the eyes on them. It's like the only part I can get it to focus at is when it's at the very back of my booth. I'm telling you, that shift, that's what makes it or breaks it on these. Two people fish. Forget that. Forget the questionnaire. See if I can put it all the way back here. See how this works. You can actually see it pretty good now. We're going to do the eyes, at least the first part of the eyes. I'll come back to these later and finish them up. So far I've done crappie, red crawl, and fathead. So I definitely need to do some more colors. I could take this off for now, I guess. I need to go through and honestly I might do some DTs in bone with the splatterback now. Because that's definitely not an option. I might need 2 drops. Might need 2 drops. Oh, let's look at the DTs, see where the eyes are at. Typically, yeah, like right there. All right. It's like right there. It's actually a very good placement. Put one right here then. I thought I just heard someone yell. Weird. I want to do the exact same placement on this one too. There we are. Okay, that's pretty good. Actually, I might make this eye a hair bigger on this side. I just still don't like that much. But it's close enough. I'd hate to keep going at it, and that's when you really mess it up. But I'm actually gonna bring it up just a hair. Yeah, that's good enough. There's 3 crappies. I'll come back later off camera, and that's when I will put the black dot on them. Let me set these pumpkin seeds over here because I'm done with these for now. And let's get some more stands. And I'm thinking, I've done the red crawl. I almost need to do a blue crawl. I really don't want to do a blue crawl right now. But seems like the ones you want to do the least are the ones you should probably do. I'm thinking about doing a couple bluegill, but I might do the lavender, bone, and blue. These things almost have like a one knocker in them. GT6, alright. Well, I actually didn't do any of these in a fat head. But I don't want to go too crazy with the fat heads. I have 6 right now. They're in different sizes. I'm probably going to get off for a little bit, take a break. I might come back on later this evening, paint some more. So thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you follow. I'm always on here painting. I kind of think about what I want to paint next. I don't want to keep painting a bunch. So thank you guys for hanging out, fellas.